Hello everyone, welcome to this vlog, and for today's vlog I just want to share to you guys about this article that I've read yesterday. I always read articles and it always caught my attention, something that really, when we read something that is relatable to ourself, we are very interested in reading it, and I stumbled upon in this one article, and it is about an elderly man sued his daughter for not wanting to take care of him when he suffered from injuries from a car accident. So this article is about a Chinese man. This happened in China. This scenarios doesn't only happen in China, but it all happens in any part of the world, and Philippines is not exempted with that. I just want to share to you guys my thoughts about this. So helping your parents, helping your elderly relatives, helping your family, there is absolutely nothing wrong about it. What is wrong is that if you have nothing to give, like you yourself is also struggling, that is very wrong. So how can you help anyone if you yourself is also struggling? You cannot fill a cup with an empty cup. So before you can help anyone else, you need to help yourself. I want to share to you this in my own experience in my family, which unfortunately I am not accepted with this kind of scenarios. So growing up, my parents are not very kind. They are the typical Filipino family, the one who beats their kids with belt or sticks and anything that they could throw in them, like slippers. And before, it's normal, there's no such thing as child abuse in my times. This is pretty normal for us. Now you cannot do that. If you pinch your kids, if you raise your voice, or any form of physical abuse, you will be in jail. So in my times, my parents would every day make us feel that raising us, feeding us, taking care of us is a burden. It's a pretty normal occurrence every day, and we get used to it. Growing up, my mom would always tell me stories about how her grandma would make their life hard, like not feeding them before they could do their tasks, before they could do their chores. My grandmother is Spanish, she's half Spanish, so she's pretty, stricta or strict, and she's a bit cruel. My mom would always say, this is how we are raised, so this is how I'm gonna raise you. Now that I'm an adult, my family would pressure me and make me guilty for not helping them. To be honest with you, if I remember all those things that how my parents raised me, I would just laugh and make fun of it and tell stories about it with my friends. And it is this recently that it seems like with the social media and information and knowledge are very accessible nowadays, and I would start googling, and you start popping in your search engine. I don't know how Google do that, but somehow it always appears to me about psychology, about behavior and anxiety and self-doubt, where it is coming and how your childhood affects you, things like that. So now that I grew up, I understand why I am what I am, but I am unconsciously not noticing these things. But also, I understand that's the way they raise their children before, because the knowledge before is very limited, and also their life is very hard. They always just work in survival mode always. But now in this generation, which is, I'm very lucky, everything is very accessible. Knowledge is very accessible. Google, you can literally search everything on Google And people nowadays are more conscious about their actions and their words and how to raise their kids. And I did promise myself that I'm not gonna raise my kid the way my mom raised me. I'm gonna raise her the way I want to be raised. So I always tell myself, whenever I'm being impatient with my daughter, I would say, how would I want to be treated when I was a kid? That's always my thought. And I would end up with a lot of answers. So I want to be loved, I want to be cared, I want my mom to listen to me when I am saying something, I want my mom to cuddle with me. I think it's very helpful to think like that, not just being a parent, but in every situation. Like, do you put yourself in their shoes and how you solve things? So yeah, the point of this video is that this kind of scenario happens globally. What I want to say is that helping your parents, helping your relatives, there's nothing wrong about that, but you need to first help yourself, because you cannot help everyone. You cannot do anything for anyone, and it's okay. It's okay if you can't help, and it's okay to say no to the requests, and it's okay to block them if that helps you heal and helps you have a peace of mind. Also, I want to share to you my thoughts about how to avoid these things. For me, I don't want to be a burden to my daughter. I want to have my own thing when she is a grown up, when she has her own family. I don't want to rely on her, and I want to make sure that I'm not going to be a burden to her. I want to be in her life. I want to have a good, peaceful relationship with her. That's what I want. I guess the things that you can do to be not causing pain and not relying to your kid when you are old is that work hard, save, have a retirement plan, have a peace of mind, heal yourself from your past. So yeah, that's it. That's all I want to say. Thank you for watching this vlog. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you guys next time.